Hello and welcome everyone. So in this session we are going to study about the discharge detector function or the DD function and its setting. So we are aware that DD function is basically governed by the proximity sensor which is fitted near the horizontal shaft that measures the shaft RPM. So as the drop in RPM is not seen or measured when there is a discharge, there has to be a drop in RPM because the ball has opened. So if there is no drop in RPM, then no discharge alarm will be sent by the proximity switch. But there are times where the proximity switch is giving false alarm or it is set in a wrong position. So that is what we are going to see in this section.
To every marine engineer out there, from junior engineer to chief engineer and electrical officer, we all know that earning respectship is very important. We all know fast promotions are very important, and we all know that इज्जत कमानी है, promotion चाहिए तो काम आना चाहिए, तो जूते पड़ते हैं, गालियां पड़ती हैं, and for that you need a good mentor. Sometimes we keep finding those mentors on board ship, पर अगर नहीं मिल रहे तो MNDFLIX है ना, Merchant Navy Decoded has launched a subscription model where you can find more than 30 plus courses with respect to your rank, helping you earn respect on ship. Please enroll on these free trial videos, watch these videos as per rank, and then decide whether you want to invest or not with a very good flexible payment plan as well. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata.
Okay, so discharge detector function, the multi monitor is provided with a partial on off switch monitoring. Okay, in addition, normal and abnormal also speed indication is there. So there is this LEDs. These are the 4 LEDs in the GSH1 model, where partial discharge confirmation LED are this. So this will be only in the GSH1 model. You will find this over, just, under or measuring. These are the 4 LEDs in the side. So if the partial discharge is more than what is set, say we have seen that partial discharge time is 0.6 seconds, right? It is very less, 0.6 seconds. So if it is more than this time the bowl is kept open, the LED, this red LED will indicate that over partial discharge is being carried out. If it is just 0.6 seconds, then it will be this LED. When this is under, then red LED 3 number, and for the proximity sensor is in position and it is measuring, this LED, green LED will be. So when you open the multi monitor cover, you can see this indications. Okay, this is the DD alarm output switch, and this is the rotation output switch here. The last one is the rotation output switch, and the first one is the DD alarm output switch. We can see this one. Here it is somewhere in this section. Okay, it is somewhere in this section. This one. Here. Okay. So others are, we are aware of partial discharge on off switch is there for monitoring the partial discharge rate, whether it is okay or not. So we will have this one, partial discharge measurement switch. Okay. So through this we can discharge measurement switch. Partial discharge confirmation is through the LED, and this is the partial discharge selector on and off. Here, just beside the LED, on and off. Okay, number 2 here is the partial discharge on. When this will be on in the multi monitor, at that time your LEDs will start glowing. Okay, so measuring LED will always be glowing, showing that it is measuring the value, partial discharge value. Okay, others, power switch we are aware of. DD alarm output switch is this one here, and the others are as mentioned. Now come to adjusting the proximity switch. Okay, adjusting the proximity switch and checking the proximity switch position. So first we say the why we need to check or adjust the position. First we need to check the proximity switch position. Okay, if the proximity switch, so we are aware this in this photo it is more clearly shown. So this is your horizontal shaft casing, and this from the casing passes the proximity switch, and this is tightened by a lock nut here. So there is a definite position from where it is located at a distance of 1.1 mm plus 0.3 mm something, and 1 mm plus minus 0.3 mm is the optimum distance at which this proximity switch is should be placed. So that is how it is located away from the shaft, then it is able to measure. So if there is a change in position, or if there is a disruption here somewhere, maybe the circuit failure is there, so there will be false indications. But how will we come to know that our proximity switch is giving false alarm or something wrong with the proximity sensor? So first is the rotational LED on the top of the multi-monitor will flash while the oil purifier is in operation. If everything is normal, if the proximity switch is normal position and it is monitoring this LED switch, this one green one, this one is for the discharge detector. This green LED will keep on flashing. This one will keep on flashing when the purifier is in normal operation. As the flashing like this rotational display, when the purifier is stopped, this will just glow, illuminated. The light will be green. It will be, that means purifier is stopped. But the proximity switch is in its position, so the distance is okay. So only this indication, green indication, is that purifier is stopped, but the proximity switch position has not changed. During running it is flashing. Okay, and the RPM is also indicated in the multi-monitor display panel. Now if the proximity switch is out of position, say that position is disturbed, so the trouble LED on the top of the multi-monitor is lit. As soon as you start the purifier and rated speed is reached, the trouble LED will glow. That means the multi-monitor is not in its position. So what is the trouble LED? This one. This LED is the trouble LED or the error LED. So in this case, this trouble LED will indicate as soon as the RPM of the bowl has reached to the set RPM or the bowl RPM, the trouble LED will glow. That means the proximity switch is not in position. Okay. Specifically, and in two other cases also, the proximity switch can be in out of position, which is input signal to the proximity switch is unstable. Maybe the proximity switch is out of position, somewhere it is disturbed, okay, or maybe it is something has obstructed the proximity switch. That is why the input signal is unstable. And one also that there is a possible circuit failure due to which there is a drop in RPM. 2500 RPM or less RPM is being displayed or measured by the proximity switch. So that shows that the proximity switch, so even your RPM will come, this if you see this error LED red, okay, or the trouble LED red, that means it indicates that your proximity switch is not in correct position. Okay, now we have to set it in position. How do we set the proximity switch in position? So this is the trouble display red now showing because the proximity switch is not in position. As we have seen the position of the proximity switch, it looks like this. So it is just like we have to stop the purifier. Okay, it is in the near the horizontal shaft cover where the gear pump is used. In it is directly mounted, screwed in the gear pump housing, and where the separate gear pump is used, it is on the horizontal shaft cover, and it is secured with a lock nut. Okay, so when the purifier is stopped, the machinery is stopped position, only that time we can adjust proximity switch. Otherwise it is already running at a very high, the horizontal shaft is running near to it at a very high rpm. So we have to set the distance. So how you will measure? You will use a filler gauge. So we will use a filler gauge, and during maintenance also, when we are doing the overhaul of the purifier or we open the gear case, we also measure the distance between the horizontal shaft and the proximity switch by the help of a filler gauge. The distance should be around 1.3 mm, 1 and around 1.3 plus minus this value, no, plus 1 plus minus 0.3 mm from the horizontal shaft. So what if you have to adjust it, what we need to do? We have to loosen the lock nut. We have to loosen this lock nut, and when this lock nut is loosened, the proximity switch can be moved inwards or outwards in its position. So if as per the requirement, when we are measuring this value is saying usually 0.5 to 1 mm, so the value says it should be around 0.7 to maximum 1.3 mm. Okay, between this value, if we have to adjust the proximity switch, move it in and out, and then we again tighten the lock nut, and we have to make sure that it is not over tightened. Around 60 kg pressure is only applied. Okay, so as per the manual, it is saying 60 kg centimeter or less. Okay, so 60 newtons ज़्यादा force we have not to use in this case. So it's firmly tightened, but only up to 60 newtons. Okay, so that is about the adjustment of the proximity switch and the measurement of the discharge detector function. Okay, now if we want to measure the proximity switch position is correct, okay, so we can do it by checking the voltage also. So there are two test pins placed in the multi-monitor panel. If you open the multi-monitor panel, there is a red pin, okay, which is indicated by REV, red pin, revolution, ground, black, GND pin, which is black, negative. So this is black one is a negative pin, and this one is the positive pin. So take your multimeter and check the voltage across these two pins. Okay, positive is the red one and the negative is the black one, and the two test pins will indicate the voltage. Since our onboard frequency is 60 Hz, our voltage should be approximately DC voltage 3.5 volts. So if the voltage is around 3.5 volt, that means the proximity sensor is okay and the position is correct and it is indicating the correct voltage. So that is what you can also come to know, that proximity sensor is, apart from measuring it from mechanically by the feeder gauge, also you can check from the voltage. Okay guys, thank you for this.